I cannot believe that some Go animator that are not Indian has started to like the Bollywood songs. It is all thanks to IKHW and the Japanese stuff and Indian song fanboy 6666 and Radrani Roy, the spoiled Indian girl, for making Roy's country culture popular in this channel instead of making innocent users trusting Zims in anime. This is why another reason why I'm preferring 2019 more than this year. Well, because of back in 2019, when there is the PewDiePie vs T-Series drama. All the Go animators are hating on Bollywood songs and some Go animators are trusting Vibrant Frigate back before people hating on him for being a pervert back in 2020. And becoming a dead topic in 2021, and back in August 2020. Where Kid Neon Party City meeting the Japanese stuff and Indian song fanboys, aka IKHW, and becoming his best friend's bestie. That is why I am starting to hating on the Bollywood songs back in August 2020 because of that, and in September 2021. IKHW are featuring Roy Chowdhury on his Go anime videos for the first time. And Roy Chowdhury started this Sari outfit idea back before Navratri 2021, which is before even the Halloween. Then IKHW made that worse outfit idea popular instead of making people trusting Zims in anime back in December 2021. Even worse? 1 week ago, IKHW making the India Republic Day special videos. And wish the Indian people a happy Republic Day. That is why I am despite the Bollywood songs even more because of that reason in 2022. And I bashed IKHW's thoughts on the Indian Bollywood songs. If anyone here singing or making a recreate cover of the Bollywood songs, I will send people the grounded threats. Oh wait. If anyone here singing or making a recreate cover of the Bollywood songs, I will send people the grounded threats? That's gave me another great plan. I will going to send people the grounded threats for singing or making a recreate cover of the Bollywood songs. Because I am like to bashing people's thoughts on stuff what they like or not, even though some people liking the Indian Bollywood songs. Ha 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 ha.
अपने रंग में रंग के दीवानी जिसने बनाई वो तेरी नजर होने लगी मैं खुद से बेगानी सनम तेरे प्यार का कैसा असर है
कभी होना ना जुदा कभी होना ना खफा
कभी होना ना जुदा कभी होना ना.
Oh my god. Hannah Smith and Amir Rudra Shah. What in the god is wrong with you? How dare you both sing the Bollywood songs? You know that I despite it so much because of IKHWA and made Roy Chowdhury's worthless Sari idea popular instead of making innocent users trusting Zims in anime. That's it. You both are grounded for the rest of your entire life for singing the Bollywood songs while I'm despite it so much due to that reason that I have talked about.
Bruh. Are you trying to acting like a toxic Zims inanimate fanboys chase? Grounded threats to us didn't work at all. Plus, we can't be grounded just because we are singing the Bollywood songs.
Yeah! Exactly, Hannah Smith K.A. Landon's OC characters. Besides, Ikwin has the rights to make Roy Chowdhury's Sarah outfit idea popular instead of making people trusting Zims inanimate. And Zims inanimate cannot be trusted at all due to his perverted behaviors. Even though Hannah Smith is from European, not India.
I don't care. You both are grounded for nothing for singing the Bollywood songs, when I am despite it more due to IKHWA and made the worthless Sari outfit idea popular instead of trusting Zims in anime. And that is final, and catch me if you can. Hannah Smith the Vina Fan 2.0. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, come back here. I'm not a Vina fan wannabe, because I am not a huge Bollywood fan from Europe. Plus, you are starting to acting like Zins in Animate Fanbrats and becoming Nanny's Dad 2.0 for grounding two of us with invalid reason.
माथे की बिंदिया में वो है, पलकों की निदिया में वो है, तेरे तो तन मन में वो है, तेरे भी धड़कन में वो है, चूड़ी की छन छन में वो।
Oh my goodness. Rumiko Komiya, Naomi Sakura, Sayara Unicorn, and Jamie. How dare you force singing and dancing to the Bollywood songs? You know that I despite it so much because of IKHWA and made Roy Chowdhury's worthless Sari idea popular instead of making innocent users trusting Zims inanimate. That's it. You four are grounded for life.
TCH. Are you out of your mind, Chase from the Dixon triplets? How can we four got grounded just because we four are singing and dancing to the Bollywood songs? That's an invalid reason to get grounded.
Yeah. Indeed, Rumiko. Even though all four of us are not Indian.
Exactly, Rumiko and Naomi Sakura. That will also prove that Chase from the Dixon triplets is a Langi's dad 2.0. Well, Langi's dad grounding Langi just because Langi's speaking Chinese to him, and refused to eat the diamond. How pathetic. Langi's dad to ground Langi with a invalid reason on Tanvir's channel. Same as Chase doing it on four of us.
Does it looks like I care? No. You four are grounded, and that is final, and catch me if you can, four of the ugly girls ever. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, come back here, you Langi's Dad 2.0, and don't calling four of us stupid and ugly. Plus, grounding someone just because we are dancing to the Indian Bollywood songs is an invalid reason to get grounded.
झूठी झूठी बत्तियों वाले, भोली सूरत दिल के हैं दिलगीर काले, ये आशिक लुट जाने हैं, दिल सबके टूट जाने हैं, ये आशिक लुट जाने हैं।
Oh my goodness. Angela Renata, Nico Vega, Tina Elsa, aka Abiez, Juliana, Sophie Ket, and Galaxy Ella. How dare six of you singing and dancing to the Bollywood songs, when I hate it so much because of IKHWA and made the worthless Sari outfit idea popular instead of making innocent users trusting Zims inanimate that does it. You six are grounded for the rest of your entire life.
Are you serious right now, Chase? How can we six got grounded over we are singing and dancing to the Indian songs, even though all six of us are not live in India? Also, that was an invalid reason to get grounded.
Yup. Exactly, Abby's. That also proof that you are starting to becoming Langi's Dad 2.0 for grounding six of us with a invalid reason on it. Chase from the Dixon triplets.
Yeah. Also, you need to handle Equin's thoughts on the Indian song if you hate the Indian songs instead of becoming a huge toxic Zins inanimate fan brats who likes to bashing people's thoughts on Zins inanimate.
Well? I don't care for what you've said, Sophie, the ugliest girl ever. Plus I'm bashed IKHWAN's thoughts on both the Indian songs and Zims inanimate because of I'm preferring 2019 more than this year due to back in 2019. When there's this PewDiePie versus T-Series drama. All the Go animators are hating on the Indian songs and trusting Vidran before all of the people hating on him back in 2020 due to he's becoming a pervert. Although he's already a dead topic nowadays.
Are you seriously out of your mind, Chase? Why would you preferring 2019 more than this year just because back in 2019, people are trusting Vidran before all of them are hating on him in 2020 due to the fact that he's becoming a pervert? Plus, some people who wished Vidran a happy birthday back in November 2019 already regret it, and ignoring both his 22nd and his 23rd birthday in November 2020 and 2021. Although he's already a dead topic nowadays. Are you a huge pervert supporter, Chase?
Well? Does it look like I'm Care Galaxy Ella? Nope. You 6 are grounded for singing and dancing to the Indian Bollywood songs, and that is final. And now try and catch me if you 6 can. Ha 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 ha.
Hey! What the heck are running away from here? You Chase, the huge pervert supporter in A-Language 2.0. We are not done with you yet. And grounding someone just because someone's singing and or dancing to the Indian songs is the invalid reason for 6 of us to get grounded.
Crap. I am busted now.
Well, Chase. Why would you grounding someone over people singing and dancing to the Indian/Bollywood songs?
And also, why would you preferring 2019 more than this year just because Cat Neon Party City are wishing Vidran a happy birthday back in November 2019? Which is he already regretted. And all of the Go animators are hating the Bollywood songs when there is PewDiePie versus T-Series drama.
Even though not everyone in the community has to like the Indian songs. And acting like a huge Zinzin animate fan brats and A-Language Dad 2.0 just because IKHWAN made Roy Chowdhury's Sari outfit idea popular instead of making the innocent users trusting Zinzin animate.
For this, I am calling your parents for being acting like a toxic Zinzin animate fan brats, and A-Language Dad 2.0. Even though I don't have a thoughts on the Indian songs. But I can handle my Instagram friends' thoughts on the Indian songs unlike you.
Seriously right now, Chase. How could you send people a grounded threats just because they are singing/dancing to the Indian/Bollywood songs when they are not being grounded by their parents? That was an invalid reason to get grounded. And why would you preferring 2019 more than this year just because Cat Neon Party City are trusting Vidran back in 2019, when he's already regret trusting Vidran and trusting his bestie Equin from August 2020 up until this year, which is 2022. Plus, Equin have the rights to make the Indian clothing idea popular in the Go Animate community instead of making innocent users trusting Zinzin Animate. You know that Zinzin Animate cannot be trusted because of his Japanese girl bikini videos. For this, you're grounded for 3 days and 4 hours. Go upstairs to your room right now and think about your action. You toxic Zinzin Animate fan brats. A huge pervert supporter, and A-Language Dad 2.0 for grounding someone over people singing and dancing to the Indian songs when they are not being grounded by their parents.